Alright, okay, so it says, let's just read it again. The motorcyclist travels from A to B at 40 kilometers per hour and from B to A at 60 kilometers per hour. So if we say from A to B at 40 kilometers per hour, okay, let's just write the whole thing, kilometers per hour, and back at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, so from A to B at 40 kilometers per hour, from B back to A at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, and it says the distance between A and B is x kilometers. So the distance from there to there is x kilometers. And that's what we have. X kilometers is the distance between them. Determine the average speed at which the motorcyclist is traveling. So we want to find what's the average speed from A to B, from B back to A again. Okay, so that's a bit of a tough one. So let's think. We know, at least we know that speed is equal to distance divided by time. Sometimes you just have to write what you know. If you're not sure what to do, just write what you know. Okay, so if we look at A to B, okay, it's going to be 40 kilometers per hour. The speed is equal to the distance, which is x, divided by the time. And we're not sure what the time is, okay? And then if we look at back, so then if we say again the speed is equal to the distance again, x, divided by the time. Let's put in the speed somewhere immediately, 60. So the 60 kilometers per hour is equal to the distance divided by time. So obviously this time is different from this time, because if it's at 60 kilometers per hour, you're going faster. The distance stayed the same, so the time is different here from here. So maybe we can call this T1 and this one T2, two different times, okay? So if you cross multiply for both of them, we're going to get x equal to 40 times T1, and for this one, x will be equal to 60 times T2. Okay, we just cross multiply them. So we got time 1 going there, time 2, sorry, time 2 when you go back, which is different, okay? And we need to get the total time, okay, to figure out, because we need to find the average speed, okay? And I didn't say anything about the time. There's nothing about the time, okay? But we know the speed was 40 and here the speed was 60, okay? What else do we know? Well, obviously now we can put these two equal to each other. 40 T1 must be equal to 60 T2. But that's not enough. We need two equations. Remember, to solve variables, you need two equations. So we got T1 and T2. And they are obviously different. So how can we find another equation that we can solve simultaneously? Because now at this stage we can't solve it. What else can we say? If they didn't say what the total time is. So the average speed, we can maybe say the average speed, let's make it just S again, is the total distance, which is x plus x over T1 plus T2. So this is actually what the average speed is going to be, because we want the average speed. Is when you take the x there plus the x back, it's the total distance, divided by the time there plus the time back, the total time. Then you get the average speed. Okay? So what will this give us? This will give us, the average speed is going to be 2x over, and then if you substitute, let's see if we can substitute something here. Let's see, what do we have? 40 T1 is equal to 60 T2. If we can divide by 40, they cancel out, and T1 is equal to 3 over 2 is 1,5 times T2. T1 is equal to 1,5 times T2. So let's see what happens when we put that in here. If we say T1 is 1,5 times T2, and then plus T2, and that gives you 2,5. 2x over 2,5 times T2. So the average speed is going to be 2x over 2,5 times T2. Okay? And let's see, what else can we say? T2 is x over 60. T2 can be written here. We can say therefore T2, is that going to help us? X over 60. Let's see, if we just divide both sides by 60, we get T2 x over 60. So here if we say 2x over 2,5 times x over 60, sure, you get 2,5 divided by 60 if you take it over. Obviously the x and the x, so this will give you 2x times 60 over 2,5x. And the x and the x cancel out. So you get 120 divided by 2,5. So check for us, what's 120 divided by 2,5? We are way down there now. 120, 48. Okay, so then we get 48 kilometers per hour. So it looks like is that the answer at the back?